What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the Superior Podcast. Today, we have some international guests. We have Caleb and Shae from Offroad Addiction TV and Ultra4 New Zealand. Thanks for coming out while you're quickly in country.
Hey, thanks for
no
having
problem.
us. It's good to be here.
It is good. So you came over for a quick round of Ultra4.
Yeah, first time.
Yeah. So first time over. So you guys run Ultra4 New Zealand as well, don't you?
Correct, yeah. We're suckers for punishment and decided that, let's do something else, put some more stuff on our plate. And poor Shae has to pick up all the pieces of my dumb ideas. And
if Offroad Addiction wasn't enough, then running our own race event is, certainly adds a whole nother element to it.
Yeah, definitely would. Event organisation is definitely something I've always not envied, but you look at the people and you think, like, God, that's like, it's cool what you do, but like it'd be, the stress behind it is unlike any other. Yeah,
it helps having the right people. As things grow, the right people seem to just find their way to you.
Yep.
So you just kind of, awesome, you're part of the family now. And you're not allowed to leave. And sorry, you're not allowed to go racing. You're ours permanently, thanks.
No, we've built a good team of people behind us now. So
that's really good. How did you find Ultra4 over here?
Really cool, actually. I'd say some similarities.
Yep.
Really cool to see the built GQs and that. I'm, as much as I geek out on buggies, I'm a buggy guy. That's my jam. I love stock class and stock modified stuff. So really cool to see some more basic, like Riley Evans. Love that thing. That thing's absolutely sick. Yeah, very cool car. Yeah, drives the wheels off it, and it's a good thing. Like Riley won on the weekend, but he probably puts in more seat time than anyone else. Like he's wheeling the hell out of it. Yeah, and it sounds good.
Yeah, it does. It's a barrier. We don't like barriers, but
we are just starting to get the trend.
Yeah.
Like I try and everyone goes, oh, what's the wheeling like in New Zealand or whatever? I'm like, we are 10 years behind America and we're 5 years behind Australia.
Yeah, okay. Right,
is the best way I can explain it.
Yeah, yep.
We're slowly catching up though, and that was kind of our goal with Ultra4 is we could bridge the gap and close that to be 5 years behind America.
Yeah, yep.
But it's been a challenge.
Yeah, definitely. It's the same here. There's all the guys like we have obviously going to any race in Australia. It's a lot of Nissan. Yeah, it's been over the last few years. You're definitely starting to see more people look at running trailing arms and that sort of thing. But it's still, like a lot of people still running a factory patrol setup in race cars, which is look. Don't get me wrong. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm a GQ guy myself. I absolutely love them. Yep. But same thing. I love buggies, big diffs, all the Spider Tracks gear and IFS cars and that sort of thing. I love looking at all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. I was just saying to the guys on the weekend, a lot of people hate on the rich guys of the sport that turn up and, he's got money and he's helicoptering in. And it's like, no, let them loose, because those are the guys that are investing in the guys at the top of the industry. Yep. And the parts that are coming out because of that help everyone down the line. As that filters down, it's 3 years old, you can manufacture it in this way and it's not bling bling billet over here, but maybe we can do it out of steel, but we still get the same or similar results.
Exactly right. Yeah.
It's really good.
Definitely. How you obviously don't just hang out in New Zealand and Australia. You do a lot of traveling around the world. How is it like American based, hanging out at Hammers and that all the time?
That's the dream.
Yeah.
When you come from a little island in the middle of nowhere, to be able to escape that and see what's going on around the world, it's everything to me, because I can take that knowledge home and try and do my bit to, hey guys, let's try it this way, or let's try this. And, for Shae, she just loves being on the adventures. And
yeah, I'm all about it. Yeah. Well, America's your happy place. So
anywhere that's not home is always good,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Getting out there and traveling. How do you feel, like you say you go to like your guys' events and like come here, when you talk about like the big dollar guys, what's it like getting over there and seeing those teams that are turning up with 10 mechanics, 2 chefs and that sort of thing in $5 million cars?
I look at things, I guess, a lot differently than most. Yep. I'm not sort of a jealous type. I look at that as, that's achievable. Somebody's done that. Yeah. Somebody's worked that hard that they've got the result at the end of it, and they're now enjoying it, but they're also bringing a whole team to enjoy it with them.
Exactly, yeah.
So for me, I love it, And again, comes back to the innovation and just doing things differently and setting the standard for everyone else. It's really cool to see.
Yeah. I think it's cool when you look at a lot of those big teams. they're literally like most of you say it across most of motorsport, there's so many earthworks guys and construction guys.
Mm-hmm.
It's always like, you look at like Menzies Motorsports, his old man Steve is just like he's a builder. Like that's what he is, just a big time builder in Vegas and that sort of thing. And they've just built it from the ground up to where now they go trophy truck racing and fly around in helicopters chasing the truck to have fun.
I think they're Menzies Aviation's part of the family somewhere there too.
Oh, okay.
And if you go to any airport around the world, you'll see Menzies Aviation.
Okay.
I could be wrong, but that was my understanding that they somewhere in the family that's a part of it.
Okay,
which would make sense.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
it's something you'd never think of or notice though.
Yeah. But they're awesome, like super down to earth. We were down in Mexico one day with JT Taylor cruising around, and we drove past their compound, and he's like, "Oh, I haven't seen the boys in a while." Just pulled in, Toby Price was there. And
right, cool. It
was the first time I got to meet him. I sort of walked up. I was like, "Oh, let anyone in Mexico here, eh?" Yeah. But it's the cool part about it for me is that no matter what, like if we're in Malaysia, Thailand, whatever, it's the same family. We've got the same passion and we do the same things. And I've had full-blown conversations. Shae loves it. She's always cracking up laughing. Like full-blown conversations with people that don't speak a lick of English because I know what the parts are. I know
as long as you know part numbers, that's the same in any language. And so you find a way to communicate.
Yeah, exactly.
It's fun.
Yeah, it definitely would be. I love watching like your Malaysian stuff like Borneo and that sort of thing. Did you go in recent years? You've been over to Borneo?
2 years ago.
Nearly 3, so 2022.
Yep.
Yeah, 2022 it was. Yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, how's that like living in the jungle and wheeling?
The first time we started going to Malaysia for the Rainforest Challenge, way out of my comfort zone.
Yeah, okay.
This was like our first trip before we started Offroad Addiction. We got invited by Mervyn Lim. He's RFC champion. I think he's won it 2 or 3 times.
Yeah, okay.
And he just saw that we had finished a winch challenge at home. He's like, "Oh, come over." So like,
yeah, cool. Yep.
Yeah, tag along with his race team essentially, which awesome. Kind of helped with the culture shock a bit, I think, because we knew that they knew how it all worked and they'd done it before, so we just kind of followed along with them.
Yeah, that's kind of how we started Offroad Addiction. Like we were filming local events and stuff at home, just more for our own sake of showing it to friends. And when we got invited over there, I think we saved up a couple $100 and bought some camcorders and
it was like a little action cam. It was like a cheap version of a GoPro.
And but the first trip was like, whoa, this is way out of my depth kind of thing. You get used to it after a couple of days, but now I'm like, let's go. Where are we going? Cool. Deep in the jungle. Like I think I've seen one snake.
Yeah, okay.
That's the most dangerous thing we've come across.
Yeah, cool.
And they've got some big gnarly centipedes and millipedes and everything wants to bite, much like here, really.
Yeah.
You don't annoy it, it doesn't annoy you for the most part.
Yep.
But like the food, at Borneo especially, we had, there's 3 brothers that own restaurants, and they actually, they used to have restaurants here in Oz, and they got restaurants over in Malaysia. So we were eating like kings.
3 professional chefs.
And it just adds that element to the experience. You just always remember that, like, man, we ate like kings while we were in the middle of the jungle, in the middle of nowhere, no reception. They had, 550 vehicles at the event.
Wow.
Yeah.
Because it's split up, isn't it? Borneo's split up, isn't it? It's split, like, so there's competition that do the SSs, but everyone to get to each SS is just driving through the jungle. It's not taking roads,
Yeah, so...
It's like an expedition tour or something,
We jumped in with a media crew, and we were supposed to be going ahead of the competition guys, and we lost them essentially, and then they got delayed a day, and we still had to keep pushing to make it to the end. So once we were in the jungle, it was they call it Route 66. It was 66 kilometers of jungle.
Yeah, right. Cool.
And we actually missed majority of the competition vehicles.
Right, okay, yeah.
So what we filmed was just our media convoy, and it was gnarly wheeling.
Yeah.
Like we were in 80 series and like a bunch of Landcruisers, and then they had some cool like bighorns with solid axle swaps and stuff. And by, our accounts of you guys probably similar, you're not going to go put 35s or 37s, 38s on an 80 series and go beat the brakes off it in the bush.
Yeah.
That's what we were doing.
Yeah.
Except if it was real gnarly, oh, they've got sneaky Godwinch in the automatic 80 series, and they just, we're out of here.
Yeah, right, yeah.
So yeah, it was my kind of wheeling.
Yeah, right.
Like good friends, good company. We were just laughing the whole time. Good food, and then we were deep in the jungle. Yeah.
I watched a lot of FlexRock rollovers when they went and did RFC.
Yeah,
and so funny. You see, they're like, oh, I'm just going to go chat to the doctor. I've hurt myself, and he's like, oh, here's your medicine. And just pulls a beer out of the center console.
Yeah.
It looks like like you said, it's that everyone's just having a good time and just trying to get through the jungle. Because I've known a couple of my dad's friends. They went and competed in RFC early 2000, sort of 2004, 2005.
Back when Metcalf went over and raced?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So it was, so Bill, he actually won it. So Metcalf used to host the 6-day event at Cruiser Park. It was just up the road. Yeah. So he had the 6-day, and Bill won the competition, or won a ticket to go race over there.
Yeah, that's right. I remember him saying that.
Yeah. So Bill went over and raced, and that's what he said. He's just like, we were, like, a patrol is not the right car to be over there racing in. He's like, it was horrible. And that's especially like a 2004 Nissan Patrol.
Yeah.
Not of the spec they're built to today for racing.
Jungle trekkers, 3-inch lift,
exactly.
Ground anchor and a low mount, or 8274 or something. Yeah,
exactly. I think he might have even had a hydraulic, but it was like a worm drive hydraulic. So it had plenty of pulling power. Just got there over a week.
The old school super winch setup.
Yeah. And that's what he said. He's just like, we got over there, and he's like, it was so much fun. But he said, like, racing, he's like, we weren't even, by the time like we started competing, it was like, all right, we're not even going to try and get in the points. It was, let's just do stage after stage after stage and make sure we smile at the end of it.
Just finish it.
Yeah, exactly right. Because there's no point trying to keep up with a Suzuki Sierra on 37s with a Godwinch. It's just a waste of time. But he just said being in the jungle and wheeling like that and having to wheel to get to each stage, he said it was absolutely unreal.
The one thing I noticed about RFC is, and no disrespect to anyone that races it, but there's the top 15 and then there's the rest.
Yeah, okay.
And the rest are there to have fun, and don't get me wrong, they do a good job, but those top 15, they are on every day. Just go.
Yeah, it's, you watch, I watch a lot of the channels, it's Kenneth Kinabalu. He's one of the guys. Yeah, so he films a lot of, and I watch a lot of his content from Borneo. Some of the cars, they are so fast in that jungle, and like, they're all running like air-operated cutting brakes on tiny little switches, and it's so cool to watch how well they can wheel them through the jungle. Like, it's unreal.
Yeah, those are cool setups. I was planning on doing that in my Zook. that thing that's been in the corner for 7 years.
Planning is the key word.
I've got the switches, and it's about as far as I got. But they work really well. It's essentially like, you know, when they first, like the smallest big truck, I guess you'd call it, with the air brakes. They get one of those.
Yeah, okay, right.
And then they just run that. So it's air over hydraulic. So it's instant.
Yeah, exactly.
And then their lockers, they either put on micro switches or just send it and hope they don't break an axle.
Yeah. Well, everyone, actually, all the competitive cars are all running portals anyway. They're all Volvo portals most of the time.
Yeah, a lot of them, what do they see, 304, 303. And then occasionally you'll get the Pinsgauer stuff popping up. Not really common and super expensive, so most of it's MOG stuff.
I always wonder where they get it, and like, how do they get it? It must be old army stuff that they got over there.
I believe a lot of it got left behind, either like between sort of Malaysia, Thailand, and I guess Vietnam. There was just a bunch of stuff left from previous wars or whatever. And there's heaps of them there.
Yeah, right. Okay, cool.
And they're cheap.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, I love watching some of the car builds over there. Like, I was watching a dude the other day. Now they've got some really cool, like, style side Hiluxes. I think it's more Thailand where a lot is. And this dude just had a straight up piece of alley pipe, and a piece of bamboo, and a vise and a heat, like a blowtorch, and made all intercooler pipes and that by just bending it up and heating up. Like, so cool to watch. And it's in a country where it's not accessible. Like, you can't jump online here and buy a bend for $30 or $20 for a piece of alley bend and make intercooler hosing. Like, just making everything. I think it's so cool how they do that. It's like, all right, we've got some axles and some treps. Let's make a whole car. And that's pretty much where it starts, with a bit of a laser cut Suzuki looking grill.
It's really cool. Like, we've been to Thailand 5 or 6 times now. And like, everyone goes, why don't you go somewhere new or whatever? And it's like, because I want to build the relationship with the friends I've met already.
Yeah.
And so every time I will go out of my way to go visit all my friends' full drive shops.
Yep.
And it has been so cool to watch over the years, the boys go from humble beginnings to now like 2 workshops and like all the gear, and they're doing all the stuff. And it's like, you did it, man.
Yeah.
Like, hell yeah, you did it. And you're still making cool stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, one of them, Taxi 4x4, he's got a buggy he's built. And they love the 15Bs over there.
Yep.
So he's got like 15 BT, and I think he said he was running like 50 pounds of boost through it. Like, it's ludicrous.
Yeah.
It's just like
the last
so
15
cool.
minutes before a rebuild.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh no, he's been pushing it for a year or so.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
Yeah, it's proper.
Yeah.
Just it amazes me though, like, you know, Kiwis and Aussies, we'll figure it out kind of thing.
Yep.
And you go over there and you're like, that's all they do is figure it out.
That's very much the same as,
We're definitely luckier in countries where we are, where we have availability of parts. We can easily jump on, order stuff from America if we need it. Like, there's a lot of guys here starting to push into like Spider Tracks, diffs, Gearworks, centers, and that sort of thing, where it's spending a bit more money. It is so hard for those guys over there to do that. Yeah. Like, they can't, like, especially like dollar value, like we sometimes complain here in Australia, but then it drops again over there, where they've for them to earn 10 grand to buy a diff is a lot of work.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. There's definitely pockets. There's pockets in every country where they've got money. And they know what they want and they go and do it. It is a very interesting concept when you watch them from a distance. And like, a lot of people go, oh, those rigs in Malaysia or Thailand look really cool, and they're awesome. But when you get up close to them, they've just made it work. But they're running coilovers, they've got the cutting brakes, they've got the guide winch, they've got the good tires. They invest the money in the parts they need to make it work properly, and the rest just doesn't matter.
Yeah, exactly.
And you know, in NZ especially, we're almost the opposite. We'd rather make it look pretty than make it work good.
Right.
Not everyone, of course, but
no, that's exactly right. There is always those, but like, that's the thing as well. It comes down to that personalization of everything. Like, some people just do everything different a lot of the time. Like, everyone, like me and my mates, we always get together and we complain about whose beadlocks are cooler. I have Walker Evans. One of my mates has Trail Readies. And it's just like, I know a Trail Ready wheel is stronger than my Walker Evans. Like, I hands down will admit that. I'm never going to tell him that to his face. It's 100% just an argument.
It's just for fun.
Exactly.
That's exactly right.
Just because you got the pink ones and you got the blue ones, and whatever.
That's exactly right. But like, everyone's always personalising their stuff, but it sometimes comes down to everyone's out there having fun. It doesn't matter what anyone's stuff looks like. It's the smile on their face at the end of the day.
Yeah. And some people have that preference of, I don't need the best and I don't want the best. I just want to go have fun.
Yeah, exactly.
And sometimes those people will run rings around everyone else. And you're like,
exactly.
You did it. You had fun.
Yeah, it's definitely. How do you feel like going to that, where you're seeing everyone work to like racing and hanging out with teams in America, where it's some of them just, they have it all. They've got it available to get.
A lot of those guys are almost, they'll be the first ones to help you. If you break something. You know, it's a nothing to them. Oh, it's axle, whatever, sweet as. It's really cool. Not all of them are like that though. Some of them are super like, this is our camp, stay out. You know, we're busy. Getting manicures or whatever they do before the races to make themselves look pretty on TV.
Exactly.
But it is, for the most part, it's a big family, and it's cool just to see those guys help the younger guys too.
100%.
And I love seeing, like, Croppy just started posting those young fellas with the Ultra4 Australia. They're building that GQ. Like, that's what we need. We need more of that.
100%.
Help the next generation into it.
Definitely.
Get them hooked on it. And then it's game over for them.
Exactly right.
They know nothing else but money.
I like seeing Rufus Racing. They've now got Scott Farley, their mechanic, in his own 4800 car and killing it. And like, I think that's super cool how that team is, hey, you're a mechanic, hey, let's get you in a car and start driving so we can actually get you enjoying this as well as not just swinging spanners all the time.
It also makes you a better mechanic.
100%.
Because you understand how the car works.
Oh, definitely, 100%. Understanding how a car works and getting in it to racing. Like, sometimes you look at some of those teams where everything's paid for, they just jump in their car and go. Sometimes that could hurt you so bad in a race. Like, you jump in, you turn, you're like, oh, what's going on? Like, you blow a quick relay, Some guys can't just get out. Like I've seen plenty of guys in Winch Challenge jump out and they'll just hardwire a fan. They're like, the fan, if the fan's going, it doesn't matter. Yep. Some guys jump out like, oh, they burnt a relay and the car's getting hot. We're going to have to end the race. It's like, no, you just burnt the relay. The fan's still good. Like just put it up to the battery. Yeah.
They don't get a chance to get to know the car that they're racing. So then it's like they don't know how to do quick fixes on the side of the trail.
Yeah, exactly right. And that's quick
fixes. I always
fixes.
like the saying, where there's a redneck, there's a way.
Yes.
And whenever I'm doing it, I'm like, today we're doing it the redneck way, and we just number 8 wire, we just make it work.
Yeah, that's it. Sometimes you've just got to try and make it work because, like, some guys turn up to a race and some of the money they spend into just, they're like, it's over. It's just like, no, like just try and get it so you can keep going. There's a lot that can be done. Like Mick at Cliffhanger a couple of years ago, they toasted the motor and hydroed it. So on the side of the track, pulling plugs out and that sort of thing, got it so they could run and finish the stage. And that was, Mick was sort of standing on the side going like, can we do this and can we do that? And one of the local guys, Mick Love from Precise, came over and just went, it's done, Mick. There's nothing, you're not fixing a hydroed motor that's got a bent rod. It's just, we'll take the spark plug out of that one. And it's just like, no, it's just done. That's the end of the story.
Just send it till the part numbers go from the inside to the outside.
Yeah, exactly.
Works well.
But yeah, that's sometimes what you got to do. You got to make it so you can get to the end and keep going. And I love that sort of stuff. I think my car's by no means a big dollar race car. It's all just Facebook Marketplace deals. I've sort of
those are the best cars. The parts are pre-running. You don't have to worry about breaking them.
Yeah.
And it's not like there's a warranty either. So just I'll send it.
Yeah, but yeah, it's definitely there is so many ways motorsports can be done, and everyone enjoy it rather than just being hands down throwing money at it and being upset.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of issues with that too. Not so much issues with getting into the motorsport as the cost now for the safety equipment. And that's been a big battle of ours, with people going, oh, why do I need this and this? It all costs money. I'm like, it does, but I want you to go home to your family at the end of this.
Exactly right, yeah.
There's people that don't have any of it. They don't want to spend hundreds of dollars to get the race suit and the boots and the window nets and the harnesses. Like if their harnesses are all worn out from Winch Challenge, they have to fork out for a whole nother set of harnesses.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we're living in a world where we're not in the 70s anymore.
No.
We can't just mob around in singlet and shorts and do crazy stuff.
No, that's exactly right.
You look at entry-level drifting now. You need all the harness, you need nets, you need all that gear, and that's just to go skid around on a skid pan. And,
exactly right.
We're actually doing speed and doing technical stuff. So
100%, yeah.
The perfect example, some of the guys at home, what was it, Dean Curry, wasn't it? Dean and Ash went out, and he's the guy that just, you go, hey man, do you want to, this is like the equipment you need. He went and bought the harness, bought the suit, bought all the gear straight away, and he binned it on one of the corners.
Yeah.
Like quite a gnarly one, pitched it in, went over, landed on its lid. Got them out of the car, and I went up to them and went, safety gear work? And he goes, yeah. It's like, I couldn't have, sorry that you rolled, but I couldn't have asked for a better scenario to explain exactly why we asked for the safety gear.
Yeah, 100%. The safety gear, for me as well, like, I personally think the more expensive and safer safety gear, I personally, looks cooler as well. Like, the more you spend on it, one, it gets safer, and two, it looks cooler. Like PRP harnesses, they're one of the more expensive ones around. They're about $350 Australian each.
Yep.
They're the best looking ones by far. Like, I want them just because they look cool and they make me compliant. Like, it's great. Like
100%.
That's the best thing that I see from it as well. I think, like Australia, we're not allowed to run race harnesses on the road.
Yeah, we're the same at
home. Because they're like, well, they're too hard. If you crash, they're too hard to cut you out of to get you out. So well, kind of the point. Yeah. But like, they'll happily be like, oh yeah, you can go up the beach and like, yeah, you'll get a fine if you do skids, but if you end up on your lid and die and fly out the window, like there was a kid not long ago at Glasshouse, he had no helmet on. I think they were drifting and that tipped up and he fell out the window and the car landed on the back of his head. Didn't kill him, but like bad scenario for his face.
Yeah.
And it's just like, one, if you had like harnesses on, like even like it could have happened with the seatbelt on. Yeah. Like I personally think harnesses and roll cages definitely save lives. It doesn't, and not just in motorsport. It can definitely help in 100%. A lot of situations. There's a lot of stuff out there in tracks and that are public accessible, but sometimes they shouldn't be public accessible to some cars. Yeah. There should be limits. And that's one thing I love about America is they have gatekeepers everywhere. is proper true gatekeepers. If you can't get past this, don't keep going.
Yeah.
It's because you're in trouble.
This is the easy part.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, there's definitely a lot of things in safety that can help, and especially in motorsport.
Yeah. I think a lot of it is starting to cross over, but it's getting the powers that be to accept that the fact that, it is actually safer.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, there's, unfortunately, you need proof. Like when you're looking at the powers to be in the government, that sort of thing, they love proof, and it's very hard to say, hey, I'm just going to jump in this car and roll it and prove to you that I'm going to be safe at the end of it. They're kind of going to be like, just go do it on a movie stunt scene or something where you can, like that's where you can go do it safely. We don't need that on the street sort of thing.
Save the planet, stay home.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's a tricky one, but again, looking professional, and I'm really trying to tell the guys, hey, get your social media going. Rob with Spider Racing at home. He's now just got t-shirts made. He's got this cool little cartoon logo he's just done. And it's like, cool, now you get the race suit and you get all your sponsors on there and you look professional as on a race day.
Yeah, 100%. I've said that a couple of times to my friends over the time of, I struggled when I'm finally get my car built. I'm the same as you. It's been 7 years and I keep saying I'm going to have a race car. When I get it, I want to have a professional sounding name. But there's some team names out there that I just look at and just go like, with that, a sponsor's never going to want to look at you, because it sounds dumb. It's not that. Yes, I get it that you're having a joke and that sort of thing.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to looking at that, there is sometimes you have to look professional if you want to get sponsors on board, because sponsors help everyone. It doesn't matter. Sometimes you're not going to get a sponsor that wants to say give you $5,000 to pay for your fuel all year or something like that. But if someone's going to give you a couple of recovery straps and that sort of thing to help you in racing, that is the best kind of sponsorship you can get. Is something that's any form of sponsorship is the best sponsor. You've got to have that professional so you can have them share your profile and that sort of thing to their social medias or happily share you. That's one thing I've thought of a name. It's something that I wanted to get. I wanted to get it tattooed on my head, but I was too scared. When I was sick, we won't go into that. That's a boring story. But I wanted the name because it helped me through a rough time. So I'm going to put that as my race team, and it's a more of a professional name. It sounds like some racing. So it works, and I know that I'm going to sound like a race team rather than something that I thought up having a joke with my mates. And that's always been a struggle for me, is to find something to help me look professional in something that isn't, I guess you could say, maybe some sponsors don't see it as a professional motorsport, like they look at V8 supercars or something like that. But to help me seem a bit more professional is definitely something I've had to put a lot of time and effort into thinking about.
100%. But you notice the guys with the stupid names, they're always the loosest drivers and they always put on the biggest show.
That's exactly right. And that is part and parcel with it, though, is I'm not saying that no one should have a funny name and have a good time with it.
I get it.
But it's something that I've personally looked at. And especially where I kind of work in the industry as well, is if I turn up to everything and look like an idiot, it's kind of doesn't work for the image I try and put out with Superior and that sort of thing, is we are an extremely professional business. So it's definitely something, I've put a lot of time and effort into thinking about.
I'm much the same. Everyone's like, oh, you're so serious all the time. I'm like, but I'm also trying to help the industry.
There's a time and a place
in it for me.
Exactly, each thing.
That's the thing. Like if I'm going to go wheeling with my mates and that, probably going to act like an idiot and drive around and have a good time. But that's where I'm away in the bush,
that's
no one can see it.
That's your place.
That's exactly right. Like I can go and have fun where it's not in the public eye and that sort of thing. Everyone is allowed to do that. Doesn't matter what sport you're in. If you play tennis, you're allowed to go do that. But it's just time and place.
There's I guess a big crossover in the time and place thing now with all these influencers popping up, filming everything they're doing, and you're just going, come on, let's reel it back in a little bit. Let's get back to the positive image for the general public, because our battle's not with each other, it's with the people on the outside of our sport that can't see. We do help a lot.
Exactly.
When it floods, the 4-wheel drive guys are the first ones out there to go and help. It's putting that positive image out there. Like, we're not saying don't have fun. Go have fun, but make it look positive. Do positive with it, or whatever you can do to help,
100%. And that's what we do here, especially with pushing all of our street legal products. Making sure that it's down the line, that we have the approvals set, so when it comes down to our customers are purchasing it, they know that they get pulled over, they can be like, hey, here's my paperwork, here's my mod plate, I'm all good. Like that's the thing that we try and do, is the more that we can do to work within the government's rules and still have cool cars out there, it's a better look for the industry in front of the government who are making the rules all the time. Like we've recently had a rule change dropped on us that unfortunately ruined some of our approvals we had with larger tyres.
Yep.
We can't do anything about that. That is, the government have changed the rule. We have to work with the government. That's all it is, and we can't just go and be angry at them and that sort of thing. We've got to, and Mick and that have got meetings planned and that sort of thing to discuss things, but we can't just blow up, jump up and down, and because then they just go like, oh well, that's why we've done it, because you're not proving. We've just got to, I guess, present data and try and keep benefiting the entire industry everywhere.
Wait till they turn the staff over and there's another guy that sees it differently and helps you.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Yeah, it's just we've just got to work within what we can do to promote the best image we can to keep our industry open. Like in Australia, I don't know how you guys would deal with in New Zealand, but there's a lot of track closures here. The more we can do to be better and keep the bush clean and look after them, that sort of thing, the more it helps everyone across the whole industry.
100%. Yeah, we aren't seeing a lot of track closures. There's a lot of talk around a lot of track closures. And so we're at a really awkward stage. Social media has been a fast track to getting everything shut down, unfortunately. So it's kind of, we're getting put in a position where back in the day, like we've got unformed legal roads, we call them paper roads. So it's a technical road, it shows up on a GPS, but it'll be gravel or mud holes or whatever. Back in the day, the clubs used to look after them. And then health and safety crap come along, and now the councils won't let the clubs in. Nobody's allowed to swing chainsaws unless they got this permit and that.
They don't get maintained anymore.
So they're all getting trashed. Well, not so much trash, they're getting overrun with crap. And it's just like, well, we're kind of losing it by default because it's undrivable now.
Exactly.
So
well, they close the tracks over either certain seasons or at a particular time of year as well. So it's like over winter, I think a lot of them get closed because of the damage that they drag all the mud out of the trails onto.
Exactly.
They shut them right in the middle of our wheeling season because we only have really mud to play in. So winter's our wheeling season.
Right. But well, we deal with a lot of our track closures come. Some do change, like Victoria. I know they close a lot in, especially winter, because it rains and snows. It's pretty much the only place it does rain and snow. For some reason, like if you're in Queensland, the weather is beautiful during winter. We're all just a bit soft because we're too used to the sun, though. So So like 20 degrees here is freezing cold for us. But and that is a hard thing across Australia, is track closures. Track closures in very popular spots as well is what really hurts.
You guys have got, was it the north side of Fraser at the moment, it's all shut or something?
Oh, I don't know. I haven't heard
sure
anything.
Somebody mentioned that in the weekend. They're trying to shut a certain area or something, and then somebody said, oh, that's like the best part to go to. And I'm
that's right, Nagala Rocks. They closed Nagala Rocks, I do believe.
Right.
I did see that, which is pretty much the only part of Fraser you see on social media.
Oh wow.
Okay.
It is one of like the cooler like wheeling spots, because Fraser, it's a national park. It is.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
It's beautiful to drive around. Like it's rainforesty on the world's biggest sand island. Like
awesome.
It is beautiful to wheel on. It's not really wheeling, it's driving, and Nagala Rocks is one of the only wheeling spots.
Right.
And it's essentially the track that goes up around the headland of the rocks.
That would make sense.
Never personally been there so I could be explaining it completely wrong, but I do believe I did see that on a post somewhere that Nagala Rocks is closed until further notice.
Yeah, we get a lot like the beaches. And they're trying to shut access to the beaches. So our beaches, the ones you can drive on, are classed as a public road.
Okay.
So road rules apply. No loss of traction. Blah blah blah.
Same as here.
And it's very tricky because the younger guys are getting in trucks that have come from fast cars that the police have flogged them out, and now they're kind of going, oh, I'll get a full drive, and they're just posting it all on social media.
Exactly.
And the biggest thing they got going at home is they're going, oh, the birds. So they're trying to shut, 20 kilometers of beach to preserve the birds.
Yep.
And I'm like looking at that going, I hear where you're coming from. We don't want to destroy the birds. Yep. But if you really cared about the birds, you'd make a sanctuary and you'd breed them in there.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. And it's tricky to have that argument because you're like, we're not trying to ruin nature.
Exactly right.
But we need to find a happy medium for everyone.
Yeah, like that's the thing with me. Like I see, if I was to go up the beach four-wheel drive and I saw some four-wheel driver like deliberately driving over like where I know like turtles breed and that sort of thing, I'd call the cops. I'd be like, man, this dude, he doesn't 100%. Deserve a license, a car. Like get rid of him. Like we don't want anyone like that in the industry. That's just a crazy person.
Mm-hmm.
But and that is a hard thing to tell the government is no one is going to go, like we would hope that no one's going to go deliberately hurt the animals that nest here. Like if they do, I would hope that people that are there to see it intervene instead of videoing and go like, look what this guy's done.
Yeah.
Intervene and get him to stop it.
We need to self-police ourselves a little bit before the police get involved.
Exactly right. Like, you can't, like, if I was to see that happening, I'd probably lose it.
Yeah.
Because it's leave the animals alone. Like they were here longer than us. Like just leave the animals alone, and because the world needs animals to keep turning.
Yeah.
I would hate to see that, but 100%. Like that's a hard thing to tell the government is it's not anyone is going there to deliberately do that to them.
And it's a shame that they don't look at the value of our industry to the economy.
100%.
They just go and you guys are wrecking it. You're making noise. You're making a mess. Blah blah blah. And like, for us at home, it's mud or sand.
Yep.
Like, sorry, we sprayed a bit of mud around because that's all we've got to do.
Yeah.
If we had rocks, most of us would probably be in the rocks.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
But they don't look at the impacts of closures, and they say, we want the economy to thrive. And it's like, well, the off-road industry's worth millions of dollars in every country.
100%. Yeah.
And they're actively trying to shut that down, which is just more paperwork. It's more for us that own trucks, that have businesses. It's more that we have to worry about. And you try and police or self-police, and you get the entitled attitude thrown at you of, it's just grass, it'll grow back, or it's just this, it's just that. It's like, it may be so, but you're doing a lot of harm and you're making us all look bad by your actions of wanting to do skids for 5 minutes.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's either donuts on the beach or it's like driving on the rugby fields and doing donuts on there.
And that's rugby fields. Like I don't think anyone realises that does skids on like cricket pitches and things like that. Realise how much that costs to fix. That like tell you right now, your local cricket club or football club, they've got a lot less money than any big business out there. They are scrounging up cents to get games to happen on that. Like when they get a 10 grand bill to fix their grass, it is,
Thankfully, majority of the time, like it's a car that's snuck on there.
Yeah.
But they just see mud and wheel marks and go, it's full dry.
Yeah, it comes back to the full drive community regardless.
Skid marks are this wide.
Yeah, exactly right.
It's not a 12 and a half.
No, exactly, And that's another thing I look at America and what they do with their public land. I think it is unreal.
Yeah.
Like the availability, and especially like you can go to Moab, Utah, and then there's Area BFE that's privately owned, but then there is a massive amount that's government owned. And like you said, the 4 drive clubs maintain the areas and make sure the tracks have, like half the time over there, like winch points are drilled into the solid rock.
They got plaques, they got the whole 9 yards.
Right. Yeah, like to tell everyone to make sure it's safe and that sort of thing. I think what the Americans do is just unreal, especially like you look at Hammers, you look at Moab, the Rubicon, everything.
They got to fight for it though.
They do,
Yeah, there's a big fight. I think I'm probably going to get it wrong. I think it's like Blue Ribbon Coalition.
Okay,
it's like a charity, but they're going to bat to keep land open. Because the government every year when they're redoing their budgets and stuff over there, they're like, we own billions of acres. We'll sell off this lot, sell off that lot, and we'll put some more money in the kitty. And you're like, thanks.
Yeah.
Now what are we going to do?
Yeah. They're like Hammers. Hammers have lost a lot of land to the military base, haven't they?
Yeah. That's a tricky one, that one.
Yeah.
Because
never going
to that is their training areas and stuff.
Yep.
Me personally, I look at it and I'm like, you don't need that much land.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like we're fairly harmless off to the side, but this year I got the chance to sort of work with the military liaisons and stuff, and They allow us access onto the base.
Awesome. Right, okay.
So like a section, did you watch the races?
Yeah, I watched most of the live stream.
Yeah, so that sort of top loop section, the desert section, that was all on the military base.
Yeah, okay, right. Yeah, so where the trucks and everything went?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that top end. So when we went and did the course suite, you know, we made sure it was spotless because we want to keep
100%,
that relationship good with them.
Definitely, yep.
It's very tricky over there. There's a lot of politics.
Yeah, there would be, especially with an event that's that big. Like it is monumental.
But the trade-off is the coolest thing on the planet.
Yeah, honestly, it is in my opinion. But like I've watched growing up, watched Dakar, the Baja 1000, everything like that. There's nothing else that's like Hammers. It is. I dream of going. I would love to go.
You've not been?
No.
You need to get onto that.
Yeah,
it's 20th anniversary next year.
I know. It would be awesome. Like it would be. Yeah, like I'd love to get on like the work crew or something like that. Would be.
I think you guys should take a team over.
Oh, we'd love to, but Mick can't go down the road and without blowing a car up and it catching fire. So
rental cars, bro. Well, surely we can find them a full drive Corolla or something.
Yeah. No, we've toyed with the idea of racing like 4600 in a patrol. Just take all superior gear, everything like that. But our thing would be we'd have a quad motor, Hornet 2 in the back, tucked through the floor and everything like that. So it's 4600, just hook it up and skull drag it.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's a funny concept, eh? You know, how much we winch compared to them. I just sit there and I'm like, there's a rock 80 meters up there.
Yeah.
That'd be perfect.
Yeah, 100%. And that's what I chat with a few like Moscow, Cam Marks and that sort of thing who go over and they work a lot on the recovery team.
Yep.
That's what a couple of times they've said that these guys had fast winches, God, there'd be a lot of missing fingers.
100%. You can tell they don't know much about winching.
Yeah. And it's totally fair when you look at the like the 4400 guys. I get it, that they do not plan to winch.
No.
But like the other year when was it JP rolled?
Yeah.
And he was going for his 3-peat rolled.
So painful.
And then watching him try and winch it uphill, but it's like, no, just winch it backwards down the hill a little bit and then flip it over and snapping cable.
The angle he pulled that rope on, I was just going, no. And then,
And then it broke and then he was leaning in the windscreen, holding the button down. It was like everyone that, like I was in a group chat with a lot of the winch challenge guys from here and they were like, I'm like, please stop. Like just, and it's just like, everyone's like, we get it that they don't plan to winch, but he just threw away pretty much the only opportunity ever for a 3-peat.
Yeah.
And just by just a little not great winching practice.
Yeah, that was very painful to watch. There was an instance this year, somebody rolled and one of the recovery teams helped and the Aussie crew were up there, but they weren't there.
Yeah, right.
And because the banter between Australia and New Zealand, the crews when we're over there, it's hilarious. We just feed it all day long.
Yeah.
We go, it's like you Aussie boys knew how to winch, and they go, hey, we weren't there, that wasn't us. And we're like, we're blaming you anyway, we could see you in the background.
Yeah. That's what I was with Cam. I was like watching, I can't remember who, I'm like texting him like, you on idle issues? And I see him in the live chat go, yep. It's like, it is you. I can tell your posture from a mile off.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah.
You need to make the trip.
Yeah, no, I would love to. It would just be cool to see, like the event, the idea of how they can run that big of an event and not just like that big of a track in that one area is so cool. Like, what is it, 250 miles?
Oh, I should know this. I can't remember.
Something like that.
I'm terrible at remembering numbers.
Yeah.
I actually should know this, but I don't. That was the piece of paper I was in charge of, really. I was looking after and making sure they're all getting around the course.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, it was close. I think it was like 80 miles, one lap or something like that.
Right. Yeah. So it's a lot of driving. The
That's
third lap this year was
cool.
Super cool. It's just straight up. That was straight up GPS navigation. It was awesome to watch.
It was really cool. Like when Dave first came up with that concept, I was just, yep, that's going to stump them.
Yeah, 100%.
And it worked.
Because that's what they essentially do here with Cliffhanger. A lot of the stages are, rightio, this is 150 kilometres,
but
you've got to make sure you ping all these points. And they'll just go out for 8 hours, and it's freaking cool. I love the idea of that navigation stuff.
I'm kind of we're trying to get over for Cliffy.
Yep.
I'm really keen to see how it works compared to Ultimate.
Yeah.
Ultimate was cool. We were back at camp most nights, but sometimes the drivers would be out for a night or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm kind of keen on the easy back to camp for interviews and stuff. It makes our life a whole lot easier anyway.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's what we've chatted about, is like looking at which cars we can work with, because there's 100 cars. We can't try and film every single one. So we'll sort of plan out who we can interview and hope we can catch up with them on most days and that, because the getting to camp idea, I think, because everyone gets back and shares stories and working on cars and that sort of thing, it's a very, very cool event. I've only been down once, thoroughly enjoyed it, even though I was sick the whole time. But yeah, very, very keen to get back out in a couple of months and
be good.
Just hang out in the desert.
You know what you need to do? You need to tell Mick that you need to go to SEMA for a work trip and then go to Baja because it's a week after. Have you been to Baja?
No, I've never been to America or anything like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No.
Oh, dude. Tell your kids, get cars. Like, coolest experience.
Yeah, it would be.
I love like Mexico. Like Sand Hollow is probably one of my favorite like visual destinations. It looks like you're on Mars, just with this beautiful lake in the background.
Yeah.
But the vibe in Mexico, like you go out for breakfast and there's trophy trucks rolling down the street, and and the people are so amped to see you.
Yeah, right, cool.
Like how the kids are all into soccer and stuff like that or whatever. They shut the schools down when Baja's on so the kids can come out and watch.
Wow,
that's awesome. That's their national sport kind of thing.
Cool.
It's so cool.
That's cool. Yeah, like even when you see it, like because it starts in Ensenada, doesn't it? Or does it end?
It depends.
Sometimes.
Okay,
yeah,
right. Yeah,
most of the time, yes, starts in Ensenada.
Yeah, but the tech, when everyone's lining up and all the teams pull up on stage and throwing stickers, like it's crazy how many people come out to that sort of thing. It's freaking cool.
You could be in the middle of nowhere and you'll get mobbed for stickers.
Yeah,
like literally one kid will spot a car and then all of a sudden there's 10 kids are going, sticker. It's a currency down there. You just,
the guys bring down hundreds of stickers and they still all disappear.
Yeah, that's awesome. Zoo Road. Is it Zoo Road just down there?
My favorite piece of dirt on the planet.
So cool. Like 200 miles an hour, 3 feet of wheel travel.
I watched that for years. And then we went down to San Felipe and I got to stand in the middle of Zoo Road and just look down at the power lines and I went, this has been a dream for a long time to just stand here and watch. Didn't get to watch cars go down it because we ended up chasing around other areas, but it was just a surreal feeling to stand on it.
It's so cool, like seeing all the people climbing up in the power poles and like everything, like it is proper wild.
It is insane. Like I got videos of us towing, so we had the F450 Julie with Dave Centurion on the back and then Charlie's 4-seat Can-Am on a trailer.
Yeah.
And the road is so narrow that semi-trucks are coming this way and we're going this way and you could reach out and touch them.
Oh.
And if you go too far this way, it's a drop this much. It's straight up. The road is not like a bermed anything. It's just jagged edged concrete and about a 1 or 2 foot drop. And you just, if you're this way, you're death to truck. If you're this way, you're kickflip off the road.
Yeah, right.
In the middle of the night, chase.
They don't slow down either.
Oh, no, they wouldn't. They would just be, I need to get my delivery done.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, not worried about you and your fancy race car.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you ever get the chance to go be a part of a team, don't just say yes.
Yeah. No,
figure it out.
Yeah, Baja definitely, it looks wild. And like, I love all the teams that they fly helicopters the whole race.
Oh,
and that sort of thing. They're switching pilots out. No, like looks freaking cool.
Yep. Yeah, it's a different world down there.
Yeah. It would be even like you just look at like Mexico and things that happen down there outside of the race. Like it's the Wild West.
Yeah. Still
to this day. But yeah, it'd be cool to do in a race car at full noise.
That's my dream.
Yeah.
It's funny, like all I've ever wanted to do since I was a kid was go racing, but I could never afford it.
Yep.
And so I laugh at it now because I've successfully done everything around it. We can film it. I can build you a car. I can design a car for you. We can run the race for you. We can film the race for you. And it's like one day.
Still haven't raced a car yet.
Yeah.
That was always my thing when I was a kid, is watching dad's mates do Outback Challenge.
Yeah.
I was like, when I'm an adult, I'm going to do Outback Challenge. Pretty much all of the long course winch challenges are gone in Australia now.
Just vanished.
So, so Ultra4 it is.
What was the other one up north in WA? Ironman challenge.
Ironman, so that was southern WA. That was virtually as south as you can get in WA.
Right, okay.
Yeah, so it's Esperance, right down on the bottom of WA.
Yeah, that looked like a good time.
Unreal. Like everyone that I've seen that have said, what's your dream winch challenge? It's always Ironman.
Yeah.
Like you're right, literally like they would race with crashing waves on the rocks and they'd be like winching along the beach and stuff. Like it looks unreal.
That's
like,
my kind of racing.
Yeah.
Gosh, well, I remember you saying that you were going to like finish Tight Squeeze and then ship it like to every country.
I was very ambitious when I started that.
Like, oh yeah, we'll just ship it over to do RFC and then over to the US and over to Oz.
Would it be perfect for RFC?
Not anymore.
Well, not
Hilux diffs would be a little bit harsh,
we'd be rebuilding
Hammers.
Yeah.
The Suzuki part of it and the God winch would have been fine. And the mud tires.
To be honest, the way forward for the sport globally is rental cars. That's one thing I'm trying to work on at the moment. It's going to take me a long time to get that word out because there's two ways we do it. We either go to the big side-by-side companies and go, hey, look, our industry is giving you guys a lot of sales. You know, if you gave us 3 cars for New Zealand, 3 cars for Australia, 3 cars for Europe, talking Ultra4, you know, and 3 cars for America. And then we get a sponsorship budget to prep those cars. So one shop gets to look after the cars and then that creates business. It's local economy. It's helping that out as well. But, you know, oh, you just won Hammers. Oh, there's a prep car in New Zealand or Australia. Take your pick. And then whoever wins the round in Australia, you can come down to New Zealand. And if that doesn't happen, you can just straight up hire the car and come and play.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's say $5,000 US seems to be the going rate for winch challenge stuff like RFC. You can hire a car. It's usually around $5,000. It's supposed to be prepped, ready to go for that. Isn't always, but
sometimes luck of the draw if it's actually prepped to what you expect it to be prepped to.
And so I think for me that's the direction I want to push things. And like I've just been designing my own 4800 Ultra4 chassis. Which I'm going to get into Australia, New Zealand, and American markets. And it's kind of, I'm sitting there going, well, the other option, if we can't get the side-by-sides, is reach out to the industry and say, hey, this is the goal. This is what I want. Yes, I want to go racing. Yes, I want to do all this stuff, but I'm willing to sacrifice that if we can find the funds to build a couple of cars. And then we've got a proper race car sitting there prepped and ready for somebody to come along. You know, like how good would it be to have Lauren Healy or any of those top guys pop into Oz or NZ for a race?
Exactly.
Your numbers would be through the roof. Everyone going, I want to line up next to him and I want to race him.
100%.
You know, and guys like Lauren are awesome. Like those guys at the top are super humble, down to earth. They'd be more than happy to help with stuff like that. So that's kind of my big goal that I've got in front of me at the moment is just helping the industry get to that next level, because I see no reason why Ultra4 can't be as big as the V8 supercars. When you step back and remove the emotion of, you know, they used to love Peter Brock and all that or whatever, what is it? It's loud V8s, lots of noise and competition. And I guess if you go to Bathurst or something, it's the opportunity to drink all day long. You know, we can offer you that at Ultra4, except you probably see a couple kick flips and a yard sale here and there. And you know, I genuinely see no reason why we can't do it. We just need the industry to get behind and support and keep helping us push forward.
100%. That's like the thing, like we've seen like with more events coming into that enduro style of racing here in Australia. More and more people are starting to turn up and see the excitement of it. Like say, Outlaws this year, they had the big short course that they pushed in. All the spectators could get there and see the entire racetrack essentially. The only bit they couldn't see was pretty much flat track. The rest of it was awesome to watch. And then the same thing with Battlegrounds. It was run a couple of months ago up at Lowmead. 10 cars off the line. Like everyone was like, holy, like this is cool. Like it's seeing that
land rush start.
Land rush start into a jump into a corner.
That's cool. It sounds like those are the two we need to get over for, Battlegrounds and
Outlaws. Outlaws are awesome. Matt and the team there, they put massive effort in. I believe next year hopefully is again back on the Proston property, which is where the short course and that is. So that'll be awesome. Love to have my car there. I'd love to see Mick race it. The last couple of years, Mick's had a broken car, so we sort of The first year he just Mick was a bit off it when it came to racing, but yeah, it's hopefully next year like see Mick turn up. Very cool property. It was a virgin property, so it's just a racetrack.
Oh wow, that's
so
cool.
It's
so
very
they've just
cool.
pushed it for that.
They put a lot of work in with dozers and that sort of thing. So yeah, very, very cool track out at Outlaws.
Yeah, I need to try and get over for it and film it and put it out to the world. You know,
it's a very, very, very cool race. It's changed the industry a little bit as well, of seeing a lot of winch challenge guys come into the enduro side of things.
Awesome.
Which is fantastic. Yep. Same with Battlegrounds. Battlegrounds was virtually only winch challenge guys. Like there was one Ultra4 guy there.
Oh, wow.
A couple of teams like Riley Evans competed who races Ultra4 and that sort of thing. Yeah. But Battlegrounds really brought in a lot of winch challenge guys to try out the enduro stuff because it was hour heats. There was 10-hour heats over the whole weekend. It worked out really well.
Cool.
So and there was like a losers bracket and everything. So everyone got a lot of seat time across the whole weekend.
Way to do it, yeah.
So yeah, it was a very, very cool event. That'll definitely be one that I'll hopefully have my car at next year for Battlegrounds. I'd love to. It's
cool seeing the transition. You know, like we've been in the industry 15 years now, pretty much. We've been doing Offroad Addiction for 10.
Yep.
It's just been really cool to see this transition of leaf-sprung Hiluxes and GQs when they became affordable, and then we still haven't really got the GU builds at home, but you guys have got them here, and I've always loved a good GU build.
Oh yeah, there's some cool ones.
And now everyone's like, oh damn, now I need the coilovers, now I need to redo the cooling system. Now we're going to go get a bit more speed. We sort of had a big split at home, I guess, around about that 10, 15 years ago, of all the old school winch challenge boys got a taste of off-road racing, and probably half of them peeled out and they're all doing off-road racing stuff now.
Well, enduros are on the rise now.
Enduros are definitely becoming a thing, which is cool. As long as we're keeping up with the safety standards, that's my big thing is, you know, it's one thing to say, yeah, let's go fast and do all this crazy stuff, but it comes at a sacrifice. And you have to commit to the safety gear.
Yeah, definitely. Yep.
I hate waking up in the morning and opening Facebook and, somebody's died in a crash at an off-road race. I'm like, man, that hopefully doesn't happen again. Hopefully we learn from that, but it's something I never want to see, you know?
No, definitely not. Especially I think like neck braces are a massive thing. Like a lot of people still here run the donuts.
Yeah.
100%. Run a Simpson hybrid or a Hans device, something
Next
like
gen,
that.
Yeah.
There was there's a video we were checking out up at Outlaws actually, and one of the guys said, he's like, this video alone should make people buy a hybrid neck brace or a Hans device. Navigator had a Hans device on. Driver had a neck donut.
Yep.
They went in and just, in a rally, just standard WRC sort of thing.
Yep.
They ploughed into a drain. You can see the driver's neck flick. He did 4 vertebrae and was in hospital for 5 months.
Ooh.
Navigator walked out of it because her neck didn't move. And it's just like that alone should be proof that you need to run proper neck braces.
They reckon if this here hits this here, you're dead.
Yeah, exactly right.
And a lot of people don't understand it. We still allow donuts at home.
Yep.
And that has become my call. I don't love it, but I have to understand that we're still growing the sport. It's still fresh, and I'm designing the courses to be more technical than fast.
Yep.
And I want to go all out. I want to go wild, everything. But I have to realize that you have to do it in steps.
Yep.
You know, and thankfully, I guess most of the guys are, you know, dirty diesels or the old patrols and stuff. They're not. There's a few great buggies and some really cool stuff getting built now. But I have to strike that balance between safety and what everyone wants to do.
Yeah, and making it sort of affordable. Because exactly right. If you're not out there doing 200K an hour, if you're trying to make it so they can't do that, definitely you can step back a little bit on the safety. But so like a lot of when I see the enduros and that here, they're definitely stepping up to big speeds. Yeah, there's a lot.
You guys have got some wicked land here.
Oh yeah, we like. There's so many cool properties and that sort of thing, and it is hard to sometimes get people to let event organisers come onto the property.
Yep.
Like Outlaws are super lucky. They've got a massive. I think it's about the 12,000 acres.
Yeah.
They don't race across the whole thing.
Black Duck's about that too.
Yeah, okay, right.
I was like, you what?
Yeah.
12,000?
Like, wow, okay. I did not think that property was that big.
I'm pretty sure that's the figure they threw at us, wasn't it?
Yeah. 12,000.
Wow, okay. Yeah, I did not realise it was that big.
Chunk of
I guess a lot of it from when Black Duck was open back in the day when I was a kid, it was 80% motocross tracks.
Yeah.
So that, we obviously went full driving, didn't see a lot of that size of the property. But I did not
all
think it
drive
was that
only
big.
now. So
yeah, exactly. I believe that was part of their reopening was they are never allowed to have motorbikes there.
Because it's a bit
obviously under different ownership many years ago, because the people that run it now have only just bought the property.
Yep.
But the old owners I think they had 3 deaths there, and with motorbikes, and that's why it closed down.
There was a number of them. Yeah,
which
unfortunate.
Yeah, no, it's horrible. You never want to see anyone that's out doing a hobby pass away. It's horrible. And unfortunately, insurance companies just won't back motorbikes and jumps and that sort of thing these days. It's very, very hard.
It's a shame, because that's kind of where the money is. It's $50 a bike or whatever it is to go race, and you end up getting 200 bikes versus 20 trucks.
Exactly
so
right.
For the farmers, it's great.
100%. Yeah, motocross is definitely especially here in Australia, motocross is massive.
Yeah,
it is
a pretty big at home too.
Sport. Because, and another thing is you can go get a bike from the shop and go race it. It's not like a patrol. You go pick one up from Facebook Marketplace and go and snap it in half. You try and race it. But and that's what makes it so accessible to everyone. Unfortunately, insurance companies don't seem to like it. That's the only thing that stops people from opening more motocross parks. And there is a lot of motocross parks about, don't get me wrong, but insurance is the hardest thing. That is all it is. And a lot of people now are going to getting insurance overseas because the Australians won't even look at it.
That's interesting. So we've actually done the same thing. At home, we were trying to scramble up insurance to do the Ultra4 stuff. And I was like $1 or $2 million of cover was all I could get. So we used AASA, and I think we got like 20 mil of cover.
Exactly right.
And for me to be able to go to an owner of a property, thankfully we don't have to with the property we're at. But I can turn around and go, hey, look, I'm covered for the cost of your entire property almost. And we're good to go.
No.
Certainly makes it easier. But
definitely. Having like those sanctioning bodies like AASA, CCDA and that sort of things, massive, massive help for motorsport.
100%,
it's an awesome thing to have, actually being able to go out, have insurance on hospital bills and that sort of thing if things go south. Because I've been at Cliffhanger, and nothing to do with even like a race car is one of the marshals. He moved and like a car had come through a section and he stepped across and a rock rolled down and broke his leg. Like just sheer bad luck. And something, it was like $1,000 ambulance ride for him, because obviously it's not, the Australian ambulance service don't cover you in the bush. And AASA all sorted under insurance, everything like that.
That's awesome.
It's fantastic to see.
That obviously makes a big difference for the family. They don't have to stress as well. So it's traumatic enough to deal with that.
That's exactly right. Like, especially like no one in Australia is getting paid to be a marshal. It's all pure volunteer based. So you take your week off work, you go out and volunteer for someone and get injured. It sucks. And to have that backing, to have that cover is a great help, to definitely incentive for people to keep getting involved.
It's cool to see where everything's going. Like, it's also very disheartening to see that the challenges we're getting thrown at us now to keep doing what we're doing, when you're looking at the scale of the buggies and the parts and the things, everything's evolving. Even the stuff you guys are doing now, you guys are pushing deep into the alloy links and all that kind of stuff, which is awesome. But it's getting harder and harder to find consistent places where we can keep using it to its full potential.
100%. It's really good. We're really lucky in Southeast Queensland with full drive parks. There's a fair few around. Even with the loss of Cruiser Park, that will always be probably one of the biggest hits the Southeast Queensland full drive scene will ever see.
Was that the spot?
The spot. It does not matter whoever you asked that got to go to Cruiser Park, they will tell you they loved it.
That's pretty much what I was gathering. Is everyone's like, oh man, we miss it. And I'm like, man, was it that good? And everyone's like,
like it's an hour up the road from here. And the best. Had everything. It had creeks, hills, mud, like rivers. Like, you're literally one of the tracks out the back. It was a bit of a here nor there if you were meant to be in there. Out the back was the actual Brisbane River, the head of the Brisbane River. You got to go wheeling in.
Wow, that's cool.
Like it has had absolutely everything. And then it literally had one area that would be 1/10 of the park. You could host a full Ultra4 race in, and not even go into the place near where people go camping. Like, it was everything that you could need. Cruiser Park had it. swimming holes.
Oh, wicked.
Hot showers, full, like plumbed in toilets, like everything you could want. It was, Cruiser Park's definitely a loss.
Bit of a gem that's gone.
But we're still now, I think, probably within 2 hours from here, we've got 3 full drive parks.
Oh, awesome.
Wow.
And then there's, I believe, another one coming up the sunny coast, sort of more Gympie way. And then there's a couple more coming down in northern New South Wales. So
seems like you guys are certainly, I guess, the region that's more geared to wheeling.
100%. Yeah, like Glasshouse is on this road. Glasshouse Mountains is on this road. So like we can go to some of Queensland's hardest tracks literally 30 seconds down the road.
Oh, that's cool.
And like, we are very lucky in southeast Queensland. We have a lot of wheeling around.
Yeah.
Just got to do our best to keep it all open.
And the rules are, like, the road rules are slightly more relaxed up here?
No, the road rules are very strict and they're very outlined. So you can get it to where some other states it is, we're allowed 4-inch lifts and that sort of thing here. In other states you can't, but there is, like, the rules here are very, very written out,
black and white.
Structured, black and white. It's there's no real grey areas anywhere. It's which does suck. I personally would love to see registration come in for non-paved road vehicles. Like,
they've got that in New South Wales, haven't they? Like a buggy rego or something?
They have recreational rego.
Reg, yeah, that's it.
Only side-by-sides. You can virtually only register a side-by-side under. It's got to be under 2-ton GVM.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Got to have a VIN plate. Got to have an engine number. Got to have everything. So you're limited to Can-Am Polaris and any CF Motos and that. I would love to see it come in for more home-built buggies like an Ultra4 or even like a Winch Truck Nissan Patrol.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, like, you'd never be able to register a Nissan Patrol under Rec Rego because it says it cannot be listed in a standard vehicle RVD, which is our road vehicle register.
Oh, right. Yep.
So a Nissan Patrol is listed under an RVD, so you can't say, I just want a recreational rego. No, it's got to go under the normal registration rules because it is a listed motor vehicle.
Right.
With a roll cage 40s and coilovers, it's very far from that, but you can't do anything about that. It's a straight up. Okay. And a lot of full drive parks, you have to have registration. So
I've heard that. We don't have that at home, so it was confusing. Everyone's like, oh, you need rego. I'm like, what are you talking about? Just dump it off the trailer and go wheel. But
no, you've got to have, unless it's an event where the AASA, in Queensland we mostly run off AASA or CCDA are hosting an event there. So you're under that, you're registered to that event and under their insurance, not under the park insurance, which is fair. Yep. If the insurance company says it has to be a road registered vehicle, that park owner is not going to risk their park for comp trucks. But I would love to see the government back more recreational stuff to keep it open so we can go to parks and that sort of thing and make sure that everyone has the insurance that the park needs and that sort of thing as well.
How do we get to that? Like, how do we get the seat at the table to start doing that?
Yeah, it's very hard. In Australia, I don't think the government would ever offer it. Like, if you were to say you open an Australian recreation party, the government would be like, they'd never let you register the party sort of thing. It'd just be, it's so hard, so hard. It's very, very hard. Even how deep we are in the industry, it's something that we can't even look at because we just don't know how or what to do. It's that hard.
It's crazy, eh?
Yeah.
Just need to get, like, find who the people are and come out for a weekend. We'll put you in the cars and we'll show you around. Yeah.
The hardest thing is most of them don't like it. Most of them in the I guess the legislation makers, they have no interest in it. Their idea of wildlife and keeping the bush open is keeping the Australian native animals and that's right. Which again, all the right to do that. I think it's great that we keep the Australian ecosystem working, and 100% it is definitely correct. It's just, some of us like to enjoy it in different ways.
Yeah. We like the adrenaline.
Yeah, exactly right. Yeah, we're all adrenaline junkies. And that's the thing as well for the government is there's things like we've got Queensland Raceway, we've got racetracks where you can go do that stuff.
Yeah.
So they're also like, why would we put money and infrastructure into something where there is already a facility for it? Like go do it there. And it's very hard. I don't think the government will ever put anything into it to make it more available for wheeling like they do in America here. I just don't think we have the population or anything to push for it.
I think at best, our best foot forward to go to them would be tourism.
Yeah, exactly.
Right? You know, you've got Outlaws, you got Ultra4 as that grows more. We are getting the interest of people overseas that want an excuse to go on a holiday.
Yep.
We're bringing dollars into the local economy.
Yeah, yep. And that was another awesome thing about Outlaws being hosted in Proston. And Proston's a very, very small town.
How far is it from here?
3 hours. It's pretty much 3 hours. 3 hours on the dot to the gate.
Yeah, okay,
and the property's probably 5 minutes. I think it's 8 minutes out of town. It was 8 minutes to go for a shower back at the golf club.
Oh, wicked.
And that's what it was like. The way that Matt organised it, instead of getting a truck to come in with showers on the back of it, he just said the local golf course that has showers is 2 minutes down the road, and it's a gold coin donation.
Yeah, perfect.
Go give them some money. Go for a shower there. It's fantastic. But Matt had like the mayor of Proston or South Burnett region, I believe it was. She was there. She did presentation.
Awesome.
Absolutely loved it because she saw that tourism. It's bringing money into the town. We went into the pub to grab a carton of beer, and there was 50 people from the event there buying cartons of beer and that sort of thing. So playing pool and getting a feed, there was heaps of investment, and Matt definitely got the support from town, which was amazing to see.
That's cool.
They really got on board with it and virtually came out and had a meeting with Matt, said, what do you need? How can we help? So they organised the SES to be there and everything.
Awesome.
So it was really, really, really good to see.
We need more of that.
And same with Battlegrounds and that up at Lowmead. The property owner and everything up there, they're so behind the idea of hosting events there and that sort of thing. It's very, very cool because they host a number of events like the Lowmead 3-car there and that sort of thing. And Clarkey, he's there, like the property owner, he's an old farmer. He's there watching all the events with his kids and wife and that sort of thing. Like it's really, really cool to see.
Yeah, that's awesome. We try and do similar, like one race we did, we sort of went to the local fish and chip shop. And they do real good burgers there. So we're like, hey, can we design a couple burgers? And we designed the burgers and did like a tasting and all that. And so we had a 4,400 burger, 4,800, 4,600 burger. And it was like, stop in for a burger on your way up, on your way home. You know, there's the local gas station on the way. I always try and do, you know, the venue we're at now doesn't really support that because we're kind of in the middle of nowhere as such. But still try and, you know, here's the local gas stations on your way up. You know, drag your car down empty and fill up in the little.
We just bring in all the local food vendors to then just come to the event. So rather than bringing all our own vendors from further north,
100%.
Bring all the locals in.
The way I look at it is it's somewhat of our duty to do that as an event organizer. You know what I mean? Like we're in their neighborhood. Let's give them as much back as we can so they want us back there.
Exactly right. Yeah, that's the last thing you want is like the people of the local town go like, here come all these idiots with their 4 drives again. You want them to go, I'm like, they're all coming to town again? Awesome. Like my business is going to get a boost. That's what I love about like Cliffhanger with Cobar. I remember lining up there, we filled 2 44s plus the 3 cars we had at the servo. And then we look out in the street and there's 5 more teams waiting to do the same thing. Like so much money gets put into the town and it is a great part of motorsport.
$1,000 every car that goes through that gas station.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Like, more than that. Like I think he probably spent over $3,000 with the 44s of E85. Like it's true. So like being able to inject that into towns is a great thing. I definitely think that's one of the best parts of motorsport is the local town gets a massive boost to help, especially like, yes, Cobar's a mining town, but there's people coming through that throw a massive amount into it. And then same with like Proston. Proston's a very small town. People come through, throw money into it. It's awesome to see.
Cobar's a cool spot.
So cool.
So cool. Love stopping there. We stopped at, what was it? What do you have at the RSL? We've got the RSA at home, which is
we have RSL.
Yeah, had a chicken palmy there or something, you know, with the boys. But we walked in and, you know, there's 30 of us or something from the race on the way home, and it was like awesome. All in here grabbing a feed. Yeah,
definitely. That's my favourite part of going to Cliffhanger, going into the pub and having a feed. It's so good.
You guys do that quite a bit, Niles, I've noticed. Everyone, there's a pub on the way, like, all right, sweet as, pull in, have a feed.
100%. That is the best feed and the best people you meet at a country pub.
100%.
Yeah, definitely.
Love a country pub. Everyone is there. But like the amount of country pubs I've been to and you walk in there and people go, where are you from? Oh, I'm Brisbane. Like, what are you doing here? Like, we're racing out on a property in the middle of nowhere. Oh, cool. So they ask you about it. That's that thing that's been out here for years, hasn't it? It's like, they even if it's not their thing, they want to know about what's going on and why these random people are hanging around.
New faces in town, someone to talk to.
That's exactly right. Like, that's another thing that is really good about motorsport, and especially like what we do of where we're going, racing in the middle of nowhere, and not just going to a dedicated track somewhere, like say going to Queensland Raceway or something. Yeah, you're going into these towns that don't get regular people through all the time. Like it's not just another servo that everyone stops in on their way to work. It's a servo that's like, why are you here and why are you loading up this much fuel?
Yeah, why are you giving me so much money?
Yeah, exactly.
We need to.
Yeah, exactly.
That's pretty cool. It's very interesting, I guess, for us with the traveling, seeing how different countries do their events and stuff like that. Like Rainforest Challenge and Borneo Safari shut down. Like Borneo Safari, we had 550 odd vehicles.
Yeah.
We shut down 10 blocks, probably, and some. You were walking down the main road, like it was off the side of the highway kind of thing. All the way down. That one was trucks. Down that one was trucks. Down that one was trucks. Down that one was trucks. And then you walk down, and then there's another crossroad, and that's all full of trucks. It was just like, whoa, like this is proper.
Yeah.
But it's just really cool. I think globally we all kind of have the same idea of let's give back to the locals and let's put on a show and let's do the things. But
RAFC does the full police convoy.
Oh, that was cool.
Yeah.
That's
I think it's really cool to see, like especially those two, like RFC and Borneo. They've got so much history. Like the 33 years of Borneo this year, and RFC is like the same. Like it's crazy to see how long they've been doing it and how how much everyone loves it. It's so cool.
Yeah, especially I love watching the old footage. When they're on 35-inch jungle trekkers and all that.
The square blocks before the centipedes.
It was like, wow, you guys really did it rough back then.
Oh yeah, and it's funny, like some of the like recovery vehicles and that back then, it's just a truck full of army dudes going like, what are we doing?
Where do you need us?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's very cool.
I think it was 2012, 2013. I was telling some of the boys on the weekend, it flooded at RFC and they left the cars in the jungle and got rescued by boat and had to come back like 3 or 4 months later to get the cars out. And obviously it was guys from Russia and all that. Had to go home and then come back, go back into the jungle, fix their car and make sure it's still like not under mud. And then drag it out of the jungle again.
Jesus Christ.
I'm like, that's proper wheeling. That's the peak pinnacle of can it get any harder?
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You should definitely go to some of these events.
Yeah, definitely. I'd love to go international. Like I watch Moscow. He recently went over to King of Portugal.
Yeah.
I love that event. Like it's so cool. And just I love Europe. Like I've been to Europe and like everything in Europe is amazing food.
So I haven't done Europe.
Yeah, we need to do Europe.
I don't like flying and it's 24 hours of flying to get there and I'm out.
Yeah, that's fair. First class.
Oh yeah.
Just knocking up on the business.
Yeah.
Easy.
Build Ultra4 car or one 12-hour flight. Man, I'll stick at the back. I'm happy sitting next to the little toilet that stinks.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I'd love to get to Europe. I think it'd be cool to take an Australian car to Europe because they're very on par. Like there's a lot of GQs in that race.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely think Hammers was definitely on the cards.
You obviously saw the patrol at Hammers this year?
Yes, yeah. They were Portuguese guys, weren't they?
He was French.
French. Okay.
French.
I was at Dave's place when that turned up.
Yeah, right.
And everyone was freaking, didn't know how to start a patrol. So I was like, I'll get it off. So I backed it off the trailer. But it was left-hand drive.
Yeah, right, yep.
And like I jumped in it, I've got a GQ at home. I know the interior of a GQ. And I got in and went, all right, there's the gear stick. It just screwed my head up. Like I can drive left hand, right hand. It doesn't faze me at all. But for some reason, having the exact interior that I have at home and everything was flipped this way, I was just like, okay.
Yeah, that was 2.8 too, wasn't it?
Dude,
that's a struggle to race at Hammers. 7 horsepower.
It was dead flat.
Yeah.
Battery was in the back seat, so I never popped the hood.
Yeah.
I jump started it and I'm like, oh, that's a really rattly TD. I'm like, this is going on here. And I'm like, oh, whatever. Backed it off the trailer and swung around the corner and it's like, weird. Why does it sound weird? I'm like, maybe they've just got some European like special diesel pump in there or something, whatever. Pop the hood. Whoa, got the RD28.
That sucks.
Like, she used to be a Spirit.
Yeah.
It was cool to see though. I think that was the first patrol to race Hammers that I know of.
No, I think.
Was there another one?
Normie Walters, one of the guys from the south side of Brisbane, he took one over. He was winning 4,500 class and it caught fire.
Oh, wow.
Really? What year was that?
Oh, I don't quite know.
Wow.
But yeah.
Surprised I missed that one.
Yeah, it caught fire, and I believe, now don't quote me, I don't know the full story. I've never spoken to anyone that was there or anything, but I believe it rolled into neutral and then it rolled, and that's why they couldn't put the fire out because the car pissed off.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
So burnt to the ground, like completely gone. But yeah, I believe Normie, from word that I've heard, I believe Normie was over there toweling them up.
Wow.
In 4,500 class in a GQ, yeah.
That would have been cool to see.
Extremely well, and it caught fire.
Yeah, old mate that took the RD28 went over. Apparently he cleans up pretty good in Europe. And I was like, yeah, it's going to be sick.
Yeah,
Completely different terrain though. GQ is not what I would drive into rocks.
Yeah, no. It's you need to take everything off them. Take all the Nissan out. And
cut the front end off and get that approach angle back.
Yeah, definitly. Yeah, push the
pretty
forward.
Hard case. I did do well at like Sand Hollow would be epic.
Yeah.
Be pretty fun up there.
Yeah. There's I think he's an Aussie dude. Got a set of our Superflex armour and there goes and wheels Utah and that all the time.
Wicked.
Yeah, GQ. It's a mid-wheel base. Trail gear beadlocks and everything on it.
He's built it into a MIDI, or did he buy it out of Oz? Or?
No, I think he's built it into a MIDI in the US. Yeah,
Got a soft spot for MIDIs.
Yeah, oh, that's so cool.
Full body MIDI.
Yeah, there's a very cool one getting built at the moment that's going to come out very soon, and it is wild. It is.
Oh, is that the one they posted the other week?
Yeah, Mick loves. It is insane. It is the coolest. I went up there and had a look in the shed at it, and it is by far the coolest MIDI there.
I want to see that one.
There's
one truck that I have been following for so long that I've never got to see in person. Is the Swamp Donkeys.
Oh,
every time I just watched it, I'm like, that's peak GQ.
Oh, it is so freaking cool. Stupid power out of a Duramax. I don't even know what it is now. Last time I talked to Mark, it was 880. Duramax, 14 bolt front and rear.
Oh, that's only stage 3 on the clicker. You got a couple more clicks.
Oh yeah, it is crazy. The roof's been cut off and it's just a cage. It is so cool, and the way Mark drives it, he steers with the rear and 4-wheel drive on 40-inch trips. Like it has that much torque. It's just stomp it around the corner and just.
Yep.
It is the coolest car ever. It is so fast.
I remember back in the day, what was his name? Sean Swaftek?
Swaftek, yep.
Yeah, that was pinnacle GQ back then.
Yeah.
And that thing would probably still clean up 90% of the GQs around today. That thing was psycho. But then the Duramax swap was like, whoa, okay, we're on a whole different platform now.
Oh, yeah. Like the Duramax, especially in that thing, like it's all built by PID diesel. It is silly fast. But he's done a couple of turbos lately. That's what.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I think at Carnage it did a turbo, and then at Battlegrounds it did a turbo as well.
It's just running a single?
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. Big turbo. But
I bet it is.
It is, the coolest car. It is very, very aggressive and gets driven very aggressively. It's freaking cool.
Every time I see a video pop up, I'm like, oh, no, I better watch that one. I got to see what happens.
Yeah. So it's so Carl is his brother-in-law who drives Pink Truck, who owns Pink Truck.
Right. Okay.
So Carl does all the fab work and that on it.
Yeah, cool.
They build some very, very cool stuff. Pink Truck at the moment looks unreal as well.
Carl Johansson?
Carl Johansson, yeah. So he rebuilt it because they were going to take it to Malaysia last year. But the container date got changed, and a lot of the guys from Queensland that were going weren't going to be back from work to get containers packed. So it's on 40s now, mid-mounted winch, everything. The diff's been pushed forward.
I was actually quite surprised that, good on them, and I reckon would have been a trip of a lifetime, but I was very surprised they took GQs over the Rainforest Challenge.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
Especially that thing of Charles's, the Millwell White Ute.
Yeah.
That thing's so rowdy. It's the coolest car.
Yeah, they were ultimate in that thing. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, it's very, very cool car. He does a lot of big events, Charles. He doesn't race too much of like the weekend events in Vic, but does
big stuff.
Cliffhanger, Ultimate, RFC, very, very cool car. Built by Millwell Customs.
Mm-hmm.
But very, very cool car.
Yeah, that would have been a trip of a lifetime.
Oh yeah.
I think it's cool. I was just taken aback with those are big cars and those are not big stages.
No, they get built for Suzukis.
Yeah.
Probably by Suzukis.
Yeah. It's like, it's the switchbacks that get you.
Exactly,
GQs don't like steering on a good day. So
no,
when you're
that's
like
exactly right.
down, around, up.
Just drag her on the winch.
Oh, yeah. It works.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. If you got, especially now, like coming with like the quad motor Hornets and that sort of thing, because no one is allowed in Australia, no, we're not allowed to run like God winches because they don't have manual brakes.
Yeah, so we've got rules that say you need brakes.
Yeah.
My argument to that, though, is, okay, I'll put a brake on it, but I'll just go by the cheapest rope I can. What's the difference?
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? But I get it, like God winches are very dangerous.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, no, the electric quad motor stuff is fast. It's very, very good.
I remember 10 years ago, we come over for Metcalf's XWC.
Yep.
And Rod and Russell had that wild winch, didn't they? The Rathbones.
Still got it.
Yeah, but like back then, I think it was them or somebody else, and they like melted 2 Bow 3s. They're like, oh, it's whatever, we've got more on the trailer. And at that stage, I'm like, those motors are like $1,500 each. Like, whoa, okay, you guys are pretty serious about this winch challenge stuff here.
Yeah, no, that's a serious winch. So them and the Team Ranger, they've got the same sort of setup.
I love that thing.
Yeah, Rod, it's geared different on each end. I always thought that it just ran reverse polarity on one end and they all 4 ran together, but it's not. One runs one gear set and the other one runs a lower gear set. So it comes in and picks up once the winch starts bogging down. Very, very cool. It's like this big.
Smart guys.
Yeah, it takes up the whole front end of the 45 series. But, yeah, very, very cool.
Smart guys and very helpful.
Yeah, exactly. They're the ones that build mix autos. They're the only ones that can seem to build make an auto that lasts.
Yeah.
So Wyong there.
That says a lot. Wyong Automatics. So sort you out then.
Yeah, no, definitely. They build a lot of good autos for a lot of people. But yeah, they've been the only ones that can get an auto to last for Mick. Mick just destroys autos. Destroys autos on rolling starts.
Rolling starts?
Yeah, he's just the king of mincing autos.
What can we do? Does it need a supercharger? What is it?
No, we've already had that.
Did it make it worse?
just the engine was stupid. Yeah, he had like some big, like custom built LSR with a 2650 Harrop on it and that sort of thing.
Oh, wicked.
And it just
did all the things.
It was silly fast. It didn't make mega horsepower, but it made like 1980 newton meters of torque. So it just snapped on the power instantly.
Yeah, that'd throw you around a little bit.
Yeah. So it, but yeah, no, he got that out now. It's just a 440 cubic inch LS. It's pretty good.
It's just enough, I suppose.
Yeah, just enough.
It was cool to see him out again in the weekend.
No, yeah, it's good to see him out racing. Hopefully, blowing the steering pump didn't turn him off cliffhanger.
Nah, you get it done.
Yeah. That's it. I think he's already got a pump coming, and then he's going to send his one back to Howe.
That's what I said to him this morning. I can't remember his name, but old mate who runs Howie, super nice guy, man. I rang him one day I just wanted to learn a few things, and he spent like near on an hour on the phone teaching me whatever I wanted to know, emailed me the correct way to like plumb everything in and stuff like that. And I'm like, dude, I'll never forget. So like when people help me in the industry like that, I will never forget that.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, and that to me is massive. I'm a massive learner, so anything I can learn, I'll be in there trying to learn it. And it's because the more knowledge I have, the more I can help others.
Yep.
And I guess I just see the industry a little bit different. Wanting to bring the industry together and make it all better and faster and crazier. So I put a lot of time into learning.
That's good.
And people like that, I just like, they have no idea what that means to me as a, someone from New Zealand on the bottom of the world that nobody's ever heard of. But yet he's willing to talk me through and teach me something. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, no, definitely. And it goes a long way for their business as well to help people like that. Is awesome when you get people like that in the industry that want to help.
Yeah, and a lot of those guys, perfect example, I can't remember the brands. I think one of them was Radial Dynamics. I can't remember who the other guy was. But one of the guys had an issue, and it had this brand of pump on it, and they had to ring old mate at the essentially opposition.
Yep.
They all ended up in the same workshop spitballing ideas together just to help the dude out. And I was like, that was really cool to watch.
Yeah,
like
100%.
Just put the egos aside, or business plan, whatever, and this guy needs help, let's help him.
Yeah, that's cool.
It was cool.
Yeah, definitely.
I find a lot of that in the off-road industry. Everyone's willing to lend a hand.
Exactly, yeah, definitely. I find that as well.
It's, for all the bad we see or have to deal with, there's 10 times the amount of good and good people out there.
Yeah, definitely, 100%.
So Ultra4, I think that's why I fell in love with it. It is a family, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
Anywhere in the world, we're all doing the same things. We all know the same people. We all talk about hammers. We've all got something in common.
Yeah, exactly.
You know? It's a special thing. You will be exactly like I was when I watched everything. I lived for it. I still to this day, like, it's off-road or nothing. I don't hunt. I don't fish. As much as I'd love to be out on a boat drinking beers and fishing, there's something I could be learning in the off-road industry or, you know, building something in the shed. But for me to be watching these events for so many years and then finally getting to go to them, that's just mind-blowing. Like, wow, you know, aside from the fact that you're like, I finally made it, you're just like, wow, this is like 10 times cooler than what it looked on TV.
Right.
Especially hammers, like, everyone's like, what's it like? And I can show you all the photos and the videos and the whatever you want to see. And I can tell you the wildest stories that you've never heard, but then you're just going to go, oh, that sounds pretty cool. And then you get there and you're like, whoa.
You don't understand it until you actually experience it for yourself.
That's pretty much everyone that I speak to about hammers explains it that exact way. They're like, you'll never understand it until you experience it for yourself. It's it looks like a wild time.
Oh, especially like nighttime when, you know, the courses are cold and it's back to public land. Chocolate Thunder gets pretty wild.
Yeah, I've heard a few people recently say that it's almost getting a bit too much.
It
sometimes. More so, not the wheeling, more so the fireworks in crowds and things like that's getting pretty wild.
This year was the biggest I had ever seen it. And like, I reckon there was probably 10,000 people up there.
Jeez.
Like, it was literally did you see where they set up the stage at the bottom this year?
No.
So they were supposed to have the live show there. And then like the whole stage got set up and then unfortunately it was like deemed unsafe or
that's right. Sorry, no, I did see it. So
basically from there to the top was just a sea of people. Like just everywhere. There was like thousands of cars just parked up in rows and rows and rows and rows all the way up the top of the hill. And there was fireworks going off and like people would get stuck in the middle and they'd all be trying to like recover themselves or whatever. And then all of a sudden just get right in the middle and you're just like, what are you guys playing at, man?
No, what happens for someone like Dave in that instance? Does he just have to freaking pray that the police get up there and sort it out? Or
I guess the easier way to explain it is once the course goes cold, it's not our problem. Which sounds like almost an arrogant kind of way to look at it or whatever. It's not like we don't care. It's public land. And so when the course is shut, when the course is cold, that goes back to being public land. So it's no longer our responsibility. But we have 24-hour comms on. And because we were in race ops helping. So as race ops or anyone with a radio could turn around and just go copy medical and there's an answer at the other end. Need an ambulance, we need this, need that, and he'll dispatch whatever we need to get out there and make the magic happen.
Cool, that's it.
And like when the race is going, especially as it's getting darker and darker, all the cars are lining up at the bottom and everyone's getting antsy trying to push onto the course. And that's the hardest part for us is, all right, we need another 5-10 people up there just to keep them off the track.
What happened, like, for instance, like you see Randy in qualifying when there was people on the track?
When he punted that UTV?
What happened? Does that turn into a big blow up?
Not so much. It kind of becomes a scenario of play it as it lies, you know? It's unfortunate. That's why he punted him. I thought that was hilarious to watch. But I guess it's just sort of a miscommunication and it doesn't happen often. But occasionally it does happen. And it's just, I think they gave him a chance to rerun, but I think he chose not to.
Because his qualifying position wasn't horrible.
It wasn't bad.
Even with that happening,
It's, he's a fast driver.
Definitely, in a solid axle car.
Oh, dude, he knows that place like the back of his hand. He's puts in a lot of seat time up there. Cool dude too.
Okay.
That's been, I think, the coolest part for me is, you know, I guess I'm not big on like fanboying and blah, blah, blah. I'd rather sit down and get to know you and have a beer with you kind of thing. That's kind of who I am. And Shae's very much the same, thankfully. So when I get to meet these guys that I look up to in the industry and they're actually real cool dudes and real down to earth, I'm like, man, this industry is so cool.
Yeah.
I actually get to hang out with them. And for me, you know, when you live in a little island in New Zealand, nobody knows where it is on a map. And for me to go up there and, you know, you go back the second time and the third time and it's, hey, Caleb, hey, Shae, you know, how you going? Like, whoa, they actually remembered us? You're like a kid in a candy store, like, wow, that's cool. You know, you just feel very respected and like a part of it.
Yeah, that's awesome,
And then I guess as the years have gone on, we've been sort of helping out with the volunteering side of things and got the opportunity last year to sort of doing the staging short course stuff, leading the team there.
Yeah, cool.
I had Croppy there helping us. And,
that's to say, Croppy did a lot of leading teams, like the race out to the start line and that.
So it was real cool just to have, you know, the Offroad Asia crew there just getting things done and we all got on real well. We all had the same goal. And then, this year I not so much got told I was jumping into race ops. And, it was awesome. I really, really enjoyed it, actually. You never get to see any of the race, though.
Well, you see trackers on the
map.
We're watching trackers
numbers on it.
But it worked really well.
Like
awesome. This year was so smooth.
Cool.
And I'm amped for next year.
Awesome. 20 years. It's a big event.
It's been really good. And I mean, we couldn't have been here this weekend without you know, our partners, Motomaki and Force 4, which has worked out magic for us. You know, Phil's a big dealer of yours at home.
Definitely. Phil's is our go-to shop for anything in New Zealand. We recommend any New Zealand customers, we just say, go chat to Force 4. Phil makes all the import, everything super easy. Sea freight's everything to keep costs down for customers and everything like that, 100%. Which sea freight from here to New Zealand's obviously not a 3-month exercise. But we send everything through Force 4 into New Zealand. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's really good. I mean, you're in good hands with Phil. He's a good mate, you know, and I worked there for a while. But just the way he runs his business, I've got a lot of respect for the way he composes himself in the industry. He's always willing to help. Nothing's too much of an issue. You know what I mean? And to see him now step into the Ultra4 and come and play with us, it's it's cool. Really, really cool to us, you know, to have that support and whatnot.
Yeah, no, that's good to hear that you work alongside some good people in New Zealand.
But thank you guys for the Jeep too.
No worries at all. It's our little chariot we get to run around in. It's pretty cool.
It's, you know, it may be a minor thing for you, but it's a big thing for us. You know, like we could go hire a car or whatever, but it's not the same experience of, you know, get to come and hang out and get to know you guys a little bit more because you know, we are thankful for the contributions that you guys at Superior make to the industry. You're changing and making things better here and in New Zealand, you know, by default.
We love to hear it, and we're glad we can help.
Yeah, no, it's been really good. So, thank you. And thank you for having us on the podcast.
Thank you.
No problem at all. Thanks for coming out, guys.
And if anyone's ever coming down to NZ for a holiday or competitions, look us up. I'm always happy to drink a beer and swap some stories.
Definitely. It's always good to hear.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that is it from us on the Superior Podcast. Make sure you jump over and subscribe to Caleb and Shae's channel, Offroad Addiction TV. Check out all the things they get to do whilst traveling the world and what they've done in the past. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment. Let us know what you want to hear from us on the Superior Podcast. We'll catch up with you guys again very soon.
One more thing, 16th and 17th, 18th of October, Ultra4 Racing New Zealand.
Yeah, okay.
You look like you need a holiday.